Tennis has a really funny way of humbling you.
I'm Trent Bryde, and I play for Team Atlanta.
I grew up in Suwanee, Georgia, had the best childhood ever, had amazing parents. My dad was actually in tennis. He was the director of tennis at a country club called the Standard Club, and that's how I got introduced to the sport of tennis. I won the Super Nationals for 12s. It was the clay court Super Nationals, a really big tournament. After winning that, I was #1 in the country for that age division. And that's when I knew that I could really take this thing far. And I really wanted to be a professional tennis player. And that was my only goal. I wanted to be top 100 in the world. That was what I wanted to do. So from 14 to 18, and was able to be lucky enough to get to 8 in the world. It's a brutal grind. You're not going to luxurious areas, 15 years old, going to Lima, Peru, staying in a room with 3 guys, beds back to back to back, no hot water, no AC. We would open up the window at night just so we can get a little bit of air, and there'd be construction all night. We wouldn't sleep. I was dealing with that at 15. I mean, it put life into perspective for me. Professional tennis, when you start at the bottom, right? When you're starting with the futures, it's the same thing. You're losing a lot of money. So until you get to the ATP events, it's not a great life in any way, shape, or form, really. I had an opportunity to choose whether to go to college or to turn pro. And of all those guys in the top 10, I think I was the only one that actually pursued college tennis. I just felt like that I wasn't winning professional tournaments. If I couldn't make a living in this sport right away, then I'd rather just go to school and get a free education and play college tennis and continue to improve. College tennis was like the best years of my life. It's so funny because when a lot of people will look at tennis and they'll be like, you can play professional tennis, and then they watch US Open, Wimbledon, Australian Open. But when I look at it, I can look at the futures and challengers because a lot of my friends are still in those, and how much it sucks and how brutal it is. And I can look at that and be like, I don't know if that's the life I want to live. Towards the end of my college career, I had a really good job offer, and looking at my life as a chessboard and thinking about what is the best move that I can make in this moment, I figured that it was to start my career in finance and leave the sport of tennis. I mean, who knows if I made the right decision, right? Tennis doesn't owe you anything. The market doesn't owe you anything. It's purely hard work and developing a process in the market, obviously developing a process on the court too of what's successful for you. The #1 thing that I missed from playing tennis was feeding my competitive drive. As a hyper-competitive tennis player, I had to scratch that itch. And being able to trade in the stock market and own my own hedge fund has scratched that itch even more than I would have thought. So I still owe everything to tennis to this day. I put a lot of pressure on myself when I was playing because my identity was in tennis. I was Trent Bryde, the tennis player, not really anything else. And now that I've kind of found my identity in something else, and now that I'm being able to play INTENNSE, I don't feel that pressure. I feel like, in a sense, in some ways, I'm even playing a little bit better at times. And I can play a little more free and look at my game a little more objectively than being more emotional. And obviously playing for a team, there's nothing that beats that. Being able to play for something bigger than you. And so being able to play for Team Atlanta is obviously something really special.